The tree of life is a universal symbol that has existed in human thought and culture for thousands of years. It carries different meanings across various fields. In biology, it represents the common origin and evolutionary relationships of all living beings. Darwin's famous tree of life brought this idea into science. In mythology and religions, it symbolizes divine life, immortality, cosmic order, and the connection between different realms. In philosophy, understood as the tree of knowledge, the ascent of the soul, humanity's inner development, and a bridge between spirit and body. In art, depicted in carpets, architectural ornaments, and paintings as a symbol of fertility, continuity of life, and eternity. The earliest traces of the tree of life appear in ancient cultures millennia ago. In Sumerian and Akkad, trees depicted alongside gods on clay tablets and seals. Trees were considered sources of divine wisdom and immortality. In Egyptian mythology, the tree of Isis is linked to Osiris's resurrection, a symbol of transition between life and death. In Iranian Zoroastrianism, the tree called Khaoma, or Go Kurena, is a sacred plant granting immortality. In Hindu Vedas, the Ashvatha tree, roots in heaven, branches on earth, is a manifestation of the divine world. In Turkic and shamanic worldview, the Ulukag, great tree, or Beyterik, is the cosmic axis connecting earth, sky, and underworld. The tree also symbolizes lineage continuity and the center of the universe. In Jewish and Christian beliefs, the tree of life in Eden bears fruit granting immortality. In Islam, while not named in the Quran, the concept of the paradise tree exists in some interpretations. According to some commentaries, its fruit was Adam and Eve's test. In Norse mythology, the colossal tree Yggdrasil holds the entire universe. Its branches reach the heavens and roots extend to the underworld. The Sumerian Hulupu tree legend. Goddess Inanna planting the tree in the sacred grove. A demoness, Lilith, Anzu bird, and serpent inhabiting the tree. Gilgamesh expelling these beings. I'll revisit these later in the video. The history of the decorated New Year tree we know today is also tied to tree of life symbolism. Ancient traditions, for example the Egyptians decorating homes with green palm fronds in December. This signified life's triumph over death. Romans adorned homes with evergreen leaves to wish for abundance and fertility. Germanic tribes saw evergreens as life symbols in midwinter. The modern Christmas tree custom emerged in 16th century Germany. Fir trees began being decorated. Later spread across Europe and worldwide. The tree's meaning, continuity of life, transition from darkness to light, and nature's awakening. In Darwin's evolution theory, roots, life's earliest forms, trunk and branches, diverse organisms, leaves, species existing today. Through genetic analysis, especially DNA research, a more precise and comprehensive tree of life is being mapped. This map enables tracing evolutionary relationships among living beings. In carpet weaving, tree of life motifs are frequently used. They express lineage continuity, fertility, and family unity. In painting and architecture, the tree sometimes symbolizes cosmic harmony and the bond between humans and nature. In oral folklore and fairy tales, the tree appears as a sacred entity, revealing secret paths or protecting heroes. The tree of life remains relevant today. In psychology, it represents the development of the human soul and the path to self-realization. In ecology, a symbol of nature's unity and humanity's harmonious coexistence with it. In technology, data trees, genealogical charts, and genetic maps are modern forms of this symbol. In decorative arts and jewelry, as an ornamental element, it carries both aesthetic and profound meaning. The Hulupu tree is considered one of the earliest examples of the tree of life in Sumerian mythology. This tree first appears in the myth Inanna and the Hulupu tree. Legend says the Hulupu tree, planted by goddess Inanna in Uruk, descended from heaven to the Euphrates and was deemed sacred. As the tree grew, a serpent nested at its base, Lilith in its trunk, and the Anzu bird in its branches. These entities disrupted the tree's energy. Inanna sought hero Gilgamesh's help to expel them. Gilgamesh cleansed the tree, then felled it to craft thrones, beds, and sacred objects. This myth is an early form of the tree of life concept, a symbol of life, the cosmos, and sacred order. Sumerian art frequently depicts trees flanked by two divine figures. This tree signifies divine life, abundance, and eternity. The Sumerian tree of life motif later influenced Babylonian, Assyrian, Jewish, and other cultures' concepts of cosmic or life trees. The tree of life isn't just a myth. It has existed through all epochs of humans' quest to understand the cosmos, evolving yet never forgotten. From Sumerian clay tablets to Darwin's theory, from Azerbaijani carpets to Scandinavian legends, the same question persists: where do we come from and where are we going? The tree of life is an ancient symbol of human consciousness seeking to comprehend our origins and destination. It remains neither a divine promise nor merely a biological mechanism. It is a metaphor for beings in search of their genesis. Our roots anchor our past, while our branches stretch towards the unknown, a future yet understood. Although we may never fully grasp life's meaning, the quest itself may be the greatest answer. Thank you for watching. If fate allows, we'll meet again in other videos.